Hey, what's up, everybody? Gonna do a complimentary quad reaction, man. This complimentary quad is featuring the music of Savoy Brown. And Savoy Brown is a group that I heard of, but am not familiar with. So it's going to be quite interesting, man, to get into them. I know that they definitely have legendary status and have been around a while. Stop, that's all I know. Anyway, man, hey, these are the songs. Starting with Street Corner Talking, I Can't Get Next to You, All I Can Do Is Cry, and finally, Hellbound Train. So, before I pop this off, man, just want to give a shout out and a thanks very much to Akachita. Akachita, thank you, man. Thank you very much for sending me the links to these. And yes, I've had to have you send me the links a few times. Thanks very much for that. And I appreciate also your patience, man. Thank you very much for that as well. So let us check out this quad, man. First, starting with Street Corner Talking. Savoy Brown, Street Corner Talking. Let's get it. Sound.
It's the same, what a shame, no matter where you go. It's the same, what a shame, no matter where you go. People wonder what to do to stop me and you.
I bet you they're really great in a live setting. Some nice work and great sense in the background.
Street corner
That was an excellent jam. That was an excellent jam. All through it, I kept wondering, I had the same recurring thought. How cool would it be to see these guys perform this live? And I bet you that they are a great, great live jamming band. I bet you the sound is a lot more amplified and lively, that sort of thing. And, seeing them live on the stage would probably really, really draw you in. That's the kind of music, that's the kind of platform, this song, that kind of atmosphere, that's the kind of atmosphere this song would create being performed live. There you go, I just got it out. Yo, great song. Excellent. Good vocals. Nice, excellent, crisp, clear, good instrumentals. And I love the little shooting accents of the organ in the background. That was excellent. Yeah, excellent. All the ingredients and the elements of an excellent live jam band. That's what I'm feeling about these guys. Years and years ago, I went to the Commodore Ballroom with my buddy John, and this is in Vancouver. And there was Kenny Wayne was there. There was the Powder Blues. I remember the Powder Blues, and these guys, in many ways, with their sound and especially the lead vocals, it reminds me of the Powder Blues. That kind of flavor. And I remember being there in the Commodore Ballroom, and the sound, the amplified sound, was really, really nice. They have a dance floor that's suspended on truck tires, so it was bouncy, and it's a really excellent venue for a group like this to perform in. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was visualizing in my mind as I was listening to this track. I would love to see them in a setting like that. All right, so oh yeah, Colin James too. Colin James was there at the Commodore Ballroom that night. Fantastic set of performance. So, let's get a little acquainted with these guys, man. I've heard of them, but I don't know how well renowned they are. I know they've been around for a while, but that's all I know. It's just a faint, distant association to who they are. So let's do a little read here, man. So Akachita also sent me their site bio. So let's do a little intro, a wiki intro, and then let's go down to the site bio. And on the site bio, it's it's a short read. It's about 3 or 4, more so like 3.5 decent sized paragraphs. So that's decent for some reading. So let's get with the wiki bio first. So Savoy Brown, originally Savoy Brown Blues Band, are an English blues rock band formed in Battersea, southwest London in 1965. Part of the late 1960s blues rock movement, Savoy Brown primarily achieved success in the US, where they promoted their albums with non-stop touring. Yeah, see, just like the Grateful Dead. After leaving Savoy Brown, musicians became members of groups such as Yes, Fleetwood Mac, UFO, and Foghat. UFO. I gotta get acquainted with UFO. Okay, so let's go down to their site bio. So, Savoy Brown was formed by guitarist Kim Simmons in 1965 in London. Simmons has been the group's guiding hand from the first singles released in '66 through the band's newest effort, their 40th album, to be released in 2019. Damn. Energetic blues has been the calling card of the band from the beginning. Blues rock became the catch-all phrase in the late 1960s to describe the band's music, along with that of contemporaries such as Cream, Fleetwood Mac, and Jimi Hendrix. They're definitely talking about the Peter Green Fleetwood Mac. In fact, in the 2013 drama film Jimi Hendrix, All Is By My Side, a Savoy Brown song called a Savoy Brown song co-written by Simmons was included in the soundtrack. Many of the band's singles and albums have appeared on the Billboard charts. Through the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, songs such as I'm Tired, Train to Nowhere, Tell Mama, and Lay Back in the Arms of Someone became Hot 100 entries. Two of the band's albums in the 1960s, Looking In and Hellbound Train, appeared on the Billboard Top 40 charts. This pattern continues today, culminating with Witchy Feelin', the band's 2017 album, reaching number 1 on the Billboard Blues chart. Along the way, Savoy Brown has toured continuously, making it one of the longest-running blues rock bands in existence. Through the years, the band has headlined concerts at prestigious venues including Carnegie Hall, the Fillmore East, the Fillmore West, and Royal Albert Hall in London. The band, having established national status in the 1970s, provided other groups opportunity. Kiss opened the bill on a Savoy Brown national tour, as did ZZ Top, the Doobie Brothers, and many, many more artists. Excellent. Former members, having cut their teeth under Simmons' leadership, have gone on to complete their careers with other bands. Among others, these include singer Dave Walker with Fleetwood Mac, Andy Pyle with the Kinks, and Paul Raymond with UFO. Three other band alumni, Lonesome Dave Peverett, Roger Earl, and Tony Stevens, were founding members of the multi-platinum act Foghat. Slow Ride. That's what I know of Foghat. Guitar Hero. A resident of the USA since 1980, band leader Simmons has received many accolades himself. These include placement on the front cover of Guitar Player magazine, on the Hollywood Rock Walk of Fame, and acceptance in many regional halls of fame in the US and Canada. Simmons have said, quote, I've always opted for a non-mainstream yet contemporary music route, one that would allow me personal and artistic freedom. In the end, it seems I've had the best of both worlds, unquote. Excellent. Savoy Brown helped spawn the 1968 UK blues boom and later opened the eyes of many 1970s American teens to their own home territory blues artists. More than 50 years ago, they still remain a progressive blues rock force. The three-piece lineup includes Kim Simmons on guitar and vocals, Pat DeSalvo on bass, and Garnett Grimm on drums. This trio has established itself as the longest-running consistent lineup in the band's history, now going strong for more than 10 years. Their legacy continues with the 2019 release of City Night on the California label Porto Valley Records. Savoy Brown and Kim Simmons have a body of work that is matched by only a small portion of musical artists. As they continue to tour the world, young and old find inspiration in their timeless music, classy style, and ageless performances. Excellent, man. So that is the intro bio on the bio page of Savoy Brown's website. Good stuff. So let's try and see if we can get some info on Street Corner Talking. Yeah, so its wiki page is only giving me a super short paragraph here, so not a lot of info, and it's more album info than song info. So let's read the album info then. So Street Corner Talking is the 7th studio album by Savoy Brown, released by Parrot in 1971. It was the first album released by the band since the departure of Lonesome Dave, Roger Earl, and Tony Stevens, who all went on to form the band Foghat. This left Kim Simmons as the only remaining member on the group from the previous lineup. Simmons recruited a fresh lineup of musicians, predominantly members of the previous lineup of Chicken Shack. Yeah, that's Chicken Shack. That was Christine McVie's old band, I believe it was, which had undergone a seismic change in memberships similar to that which had affected Savoy Brown, which in turn ushered in a new sound for the band. Okay. And that's it. That's all the information that Wikipedia has given us on Street Corner Talking. So, all right, man. Useful all the same. Let's bounce to our second track, man. And that being I Can't Get Next to You. Savoy Brown, I Can't Get Next to You. Let's get it.
I can turn gray sky blue. I can make it rain when I want it to. I can build a castle from a single grain of sand. I can make a ship sail on the dry land. Unhappy am I with all the powers I possess. Honey, you got the key to my happiness, and I can't get next to you, babe.
Temptations.
Can't get next to you. Can't get next to you, babe. Can't get next to you. I can fly like a bird in the sky. I can buy anything that money can buy. I can turn a river into a raging fire. And I can live forever if my soul desires. Unhappy am I with all the powers I possess. You got the key to my happiness, and I can't get next to you, babe. No, I can't get next to you, but I'm trying. Can't get next to you, babe. You never know how hard. Can't get next to you, yeah.
I like how they switch out from organ to piano. Just like that.
I can turn back the hands of time. You better believe I can. And I can make the seasons change just by waving my hand. I can change anything from old to new. All the things I want to do the most, you know that they're impossible for me to do. Unimportant, all these things I'm trying to do. You see, you got the key to my happiness, and I can't get next to you, babe. And I really want can't get next to you, to get next to you. Can't get next to you, babe. And I've been phoning you every day. Can't get next to you. Can't find your number. Ow. myself through the mud. Can't get next to you. Yeah. I can turn back the hands of time. You better believe I can. I can make the seasons change just by waving my hand. I can change anything from old to new. But all the things I want to do the most, you know that they're impossible for me to do. Unhappy am I with all the powers I command. You see, honey, you got the key to my happiness, and I can't get next to you, babe. And I'm really trying. Can't get next to you. I've been phoning every day. Can't get next to you, babe. But I can't find your number. Can't get next to you. I'm dragging myself along. Can't get next to you, babe. On my hands and knees. Can't get next to you. 'Cause I'm around. Can't get next to you, babe. Your feel. Can't get next to you. And I wanna get you, baby.
All right. Can't Get Next to You. Savoy Brown's rendition. A nice bluesy rock version of the Temptations' original. A nice contrast and a change from the original's fast driving, spirited, soulful, almost thunderous delivery. Whereas this is definitely just flavored well with that beautiful blues rock vibe. Fantastic, man. I like it just as much as the original, of course, in a different sense. It'd be cool to do a back-to-back on this, man, let me tell you. So, hey, excellent, excellent. This would certainly put a smile on the Temptations' face. Definitely to see how well their song is being handled and treated. Fantastic, man. So, let us do a little background here, man. Now this Savoy Brown cover of I Can't Get to You is also as well on Street Corner Talking. So I did a read on Street Corner Talking already. So, and it wasn't a lot of info. So let's go and check out a little history on I Can't Get Next to You. Okay. I Can't Get Next to You is a 1969 number one single recorded by the Temptations and written by Norman Whitfield and Barrett Strong for the Gordy Motown label. The song was a number one single on the Billboard Top Pop Singles chart for 2 weeks in '69, from October 18th to October 25th, replacing Sugar Sugar by the Archies and replaced by Suspicious Minds by Elvis Presley. The single was also a number one hit on the Billboard Top R&B Singles for 5 weeks, from October 4th to November 1st, replacing Oh What a Night by the Dells, and replaced by another Motown song, Baby I'm For Real by the Originals. The single was the second of the Temptations' 4 number one hits in the United States pop charts, and was also one of the best-selling singles the group released. Billboard ranked it as the number 3 song for 1969. The applause that starts the song, which is cut short by Dennis Edwards' spoken "Hold on, hold it, listen," was sampled in another Temptations song, Psychedelic Shack. Psychedelic Shack is another fast-driving, strong, soulful kind of power-in-your-face delivery, but that's what the Temps were known for anyway. In September of '71, the British group Savoy Brown included a slower and bluesier version in their album Street Corner Talking. It was based on the Al Green version that came out a month before on his album Al Green Get Next to You. Okay, and there we go. That is the info given for I Can't Get Next to You. Good history and fantastic rendition. Yeah, I remember the Al Green version, but being younger and everything, I thought, oh, it was cool, good sound from Al Green. But I of course prefer the version from the Temptations because I was younger and I like the fast pace and the soulful delivery a little bit more. But I will definitely check out Al's version again and go from there. All right, man. So let's bounce to our third track, man, and that being "All I Can Do Is Cry." Savoy Brown, "All I Can Do Is Cry." Let's get it.
You've gone away, I'll get by somehow. Just right now, all I can do is cry. All I can do is cry. I tried to find why you said go. Now I know all I can do is cry. All I can do is cry. Tell me why you walked out that way. What could I say? All I can do is cry. Yeah. All I can do is cry. I keep searching for an answer as I sit here in my lonely room till I find a reason to keep living. Whoa, all I can do is cry. All I can do is cry. All I can do is cry.
Good instrumental jam. Nice mixtape.
I keep searching for an answer as I sit here in my lonely
I love that switching back and forth between organ and piano. You talk about stretching it out. Just when you think it was done.
You've got a way, I'll get by somehow. Just right now, all I can do is cry. All I can do is cry. I tried to find why you said go. Now I know, all I can do is cry. All I can do is cry. All I can do is cry.
And that's the end. All I can do is cry. Now that is an awesome, awesome extended jam. Fantastic. And again, I'm just getting that visual of them performing these songs live. Without being told, I already know. These guys are a live band. And just like their site bio said, they've been touring constantly, were always on the road. That's how they became successful. Fantastic. All I Can Do Is Cry. Great song, man. Great song. Just takes you a little bit, takes you on a trip. So, Yeah, All I Can Do Is Cry also appears on the album Street Corner Talkin', and I've already done a read on that. Not much to read all the same. So, why don't we just skip to the next track, man? The final track, that being Hellbound Train. Yeah, and Street Corner Talkin' was 10 minutes. Hellbound Train is 11 minutes and 17 seconds. So another long extended jam coming up, man. All right, so Hellbound Train, Savoy Brown. Let's get it.
Hey, come on, let's get on that Hellbound Train. Woo! Hellbound train, I'm on this track. Too late now to turn my back. Conductor coming, ticket in his hand. Got to get a boat, take me to your land. Train, driving slow, move on down to the hell below. Conductor coming, watching his hand. Got to get a boat, take me to your land. Going down the road on the Hellbound train. Take a long look, you won't see me again. Why don't you take a long look? Hard along, going down the road on the Hellbound train. Yes, I know. Been so wrong. Hellbound train, moving on. Hellbound train, I'm on this track. Too late now, I can't turn back. Been so wrong. Hellbound train, moving on. Conductor, please, won't you lend me a hand? Got to get a boat, take me to your land. Going down the road on the Hellbound train. Take a long look, you won't see me again, babe. Well, why don't you take a long look? Party long, going down the road on the Hellbound train.
I think the vocals are there only to set up what's coming now. The extended jam. I wonder where this is being played. That'd be me too. last 2 minutes has had you on the edge of your seat a little bit, just anticipating the final drop.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much. That was excellent.